The king of pasta has returned to the Everyday Gourmet kitchen, and we're going to be doing a lovely dish with pumpkin and spirals today.
Yes, but not any spirals, just. These are veggeroni, so they're full of flavour, vegetables, spinach and tomato, all those wonderful things.
Yep.
And pumpkin, one of my favourites.
I love roast pumpkin, pumpkin soup.
Well, this is kind of a pumpkin soup come pasta bake.
You're going mad.
I have gone mad.
No.
No, just joking. No, look, it is starting off in the basis of making a pumpkin soup. So I'm going to get some onion into a pot just.
Yep.
I'll get you chopping up the pumpkin for me into 1
Sure.
centimetre cubes.
Okay, I can do
exactly,
that.
please.
Exactly,
No,
we chef.
I was just there. Does not need to be that exact.
But we don't want large chunks, it's going to take longer to cook, and this is kind of like a fast pumpkin spiral pasta bake.
Yeah, well, this recipe came out of inspiration just... I had made pumpkin soup at home, and I had so much left over, and I thought, what am I going to do the next night for the family, for dinner?
Yeah.
So I thought, OK, I'm going to take the soup, cook some pasta,
Yep.
and bam, I came up with this recipe.
Well, great idea.
Yes.
Love it.
So some onion into the pan, we're going to sweat that off, OK? Along with some garlic and some rosemary.
And this is a vegetarian dish too.
Yeah, another veggie dish. I do love them. And look, coming into the colder months, this is really, really good.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't got our pasta in because that's later on, and it's going to take around 10 minutes to cook.
My Uncle Bill grows the best pumpkins.
Uncle Bill?
Yeah, Uncle Bill down in Nowra. He really does grow fantastic pumpkins, and he's always asking me for different recipes for pumpkin. You know, he does his pumpkin soup, roast pumpkin, but this is a fantastic recipe that I'll share with him because it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got excess of it.
The whole rosemary stick, because we'll take that out after, just when we're going to obviously puree up and make our soup base.
Right.
And a good pinch of salt.
And we should mention what variety of pumpkin we're using today.
Yeah, so we're using, obviously, our butternut pumpkin there.
Yep.
I like the butternut. You know, it's something that we commonly use, I think, at home all the time.
Yeah.
And people know how to cook with.
And then,
In with some butter as well, Justine, into there.
yes.
Okay, sweating off those onions and the
Okay.
garlic, rosemary just. Oh, look at you go. I'm going to get in the pumpkin. Now, we're using vegetable stock, but if you wanted to, you could use chicken stock if you want that bit bolder flavour, and obviously then it steps out of the vegetarian world. But, hey, it's up to you.
It's also what you've got in your pantry. I've always got some chicken stock on standby, so.
Okay, so we want to saute that off, let that get some colour and start to heat up and obviously soften up a little bit. That's going to take around 5 minutes. Then we've got to pour in our stock, put the lid on, and let that cook away and simmer for about 15 minutes, and we've got puree.
Okay.
So let's have a look at our pumpkin here, Just. Cooking away nice and tender, definitely. Now let's not forget to remove that rosemary stalk, put that to the side. Now, at this point, we're going to get our pasta into the boiling water.
So the colours you have there,
Yes.
I'm assuming red tomato, spinach for the green one.
100%. And the white being the colours of the Italian flag.
Oh, that's why you love it so much.
Oh, I do, I definitely do. So that's going to take around 8 to 10 minutes to cook.
Okay.
Okay,
You don't want to overcook that pasta because you're cooking it twice, right?
exactly right. So cooking it under a little bit, so around the 8-minute mark, is going to be perfect.
Okay.
So we take this off the heat, and I'm going to grate in some pecorino, and then we need to give it a bit of a buzz and make it nice and smooth.
Okay, stick blender and blend it.
There we go, Just, looking good.
Wow, that is a very rich parmesan, or pecorino, I should say,
Yes,
soup. They're
pecorino.
fantastic. It's so glossy. I'm going to do that with my soups now, instead of sprinkling some parmesan or pecorino on the top.
But not
Very
just
good.
that, flavour just,
Yes,
okay? It's
yes.
like adding extra salt without having too much salt
Yep.
and creaminess.
Love it.
Okay, so checking our pasta. Oh, our spirals, our veggeroni, lovely. They're ready, definitely ready. So I'll get you to ladle in some of our pumpkin sauce or soup, as we may say,
Yes.
into the base of our baking dish. Now, we've got the oven on 180 degrees baking, to
Okay.
get ready to place it in there.
Is that enough for the first
Good
one?
amount to cover the base. Maybe a half a ladle more would be lovely. Okay, awesome. So, straight out,
Okay.
in it goes.
Al dente.
Al dente, correct. You know it. So what's happening now, obviously the soup is hot and the pasta's hot. It's going to absorb all the flavour in.
Yep.
Now, we need to add in the next stage to this. So I've got some really fancy cheese called taleggio, Italian cheese coming from north of Italy, which is super flavour. So we're going to add some of that into there. So I'm just going to tear pieces. You know, so look at that. This cheese is amazing. The thing I like about taleggio is that when this goes into the oven, it's going to ooze. It's going to come nice and creamy and ooze throughout our pasta.
I'll Just taste it.
I knew it. You couldn't resist.
It's creamy but also sharp.
Yeah,
Very
look,
nice.
if you're not a fan of this smelly cheese, you could just substitute it really easy with some mozzarella. It'll work fine as well. And baby spinach, that's our next layer. So I like making pasta bakes and putting in a layer of cheese and either vegetable or something crunchy in the middle.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Perfect.
It looks like a lot, but it will wilt down.
Don't worry, because we're going to add in more pasta on top.
Okay. You've done a lot of pasta bakes on Everyday Gourmet, but this is, I would say, it takes the cake. It's the most interesting one, and I can't wait to try it.
Don't worry, there's another surprising element at the end. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, so to finish off, some more pumpkin over the top.
Okay, so just a few
A
ladlefuls.
few more ladlefuls will be great. I'm going to add some more pecorino too, just to give that cheesiness. Oh, look at that. So you just want to make sure you cover this top layer with your pumpkin soup / sauce, okay?
How's that?
Very good, very good. So, a little bit more pecorino. Good amount, awesome. Taleggio.
This is not the dish for you if you don't like cheese.
Definitely not. Okay, never too much cheese, I say.
Never, ever.
There we have. So we're going to place this into the hot oven, 180 degrees for about 5 to 10 minutes, so it's all nice and oozy on top.
Wow, this looks fantastic. It
Thanks.
smells great too.
Yeah, no, really happy with it. Really good colour, nice and crispy on top just. Now we need a crunchy element too just to finish off. So we've got some toasted walnuts. So just scatter them over the top. Yes, now we're talking.
Always thinking of the textural component with pasta, and it's important.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Walnut and pumpkin, best mates too.
Okay.
Done.
Shall I?
Please do the honours.
Just look at that.
Yum.
This is going to be nice and oozy. Yeah, this is a real nice, hearty, wintry dish. There is no nice way of serving this, just. All right, I'm letting you know. Sometimes I get the perfect piece, but this one,
I can just see, oh, look at that gooey piece of taleggio. That is awesome. Extra walnuts on top. One for you,
Thank
one
you.
for me.
a bit of pasta with your
And the
taleggio.
pasta, I know, of course, and the pasta.
Yeah, really happy how those spirals are held together. Paste. Should be.
That's really good. You know, at the beginning you said you wanted to put a pasta bake with a pumpkin soup. I'm like, what is he talking about? But you've done it again. This is a fantastic dish. I love it.
Thanks.